The British government has given the United States the green light to make greater use of the British bases for the war in the Middle East, but only under very specific circumstances. CBC's Julia Chapman is following the developments from London and has more on the UK decision.
The U.K. has been allowing the U.S. to use 2 of its bases as part of what it calls collective self-defense. But now it's broadened that definition, allowing American forces to use these bases to target Iranian sites involved in the attacks on the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Iran has hit back, warning that the U.K. is putting British lives at risk by doing this. And today, the U.K. has confirmed that 2 Iranian missiles were launched at the island of Diego Garcia, where a joint U.S.-U.K. base is situated in the Indian Ocean. It has been used by American forces to carry out attacks on Iran. Now, this happened before the U.K. announcement. Neither missile reached their target. It sits around 4,000 kilometers away from Iran, and it wasn't actually believed that Iran had the capacity, the capability to carry out such a long-range attack. So that in itself is notable. But arguably, it is the Strait of Hormuz where Iran has the most leverage, where it's been attacking commercial vessels. It has, as we've been hearing, having been causing huge concern among the countries that depend on the Middle East for their energy. And they're not going to be filled with reassurance by the words of Donald Trump yesterday that the strait will have to be guarded by countries that use it, which he said doesn't include the US. This week we saw a statement from the UK, Canada, and a number of countries saying that they would contribute to what they called appropriate efforts to ensure safe passage of commercial vessels in the strait. We don't know how that will work. There are a handful of ships still getting through. Iran has permitted safe passage to some Chinese, Indian, and Iraqi ships. It reportedly just made a deal with Japan as well. U.S. Central Command said today that it has degraded Iran's ability to threaten the strait, but approaching it is still a very big risk for any ship trying to transport oil, particularly to America's allies.
CBC's Julia Chapman in London.